Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fisher. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one is incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And Crosby puts it through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Set. 319. 319. Leopard.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. It's a gain of 5. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now the throw on 3rd down. Knocked away and incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First catch for it. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you, keep playing, and occasionally you break the tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. So
in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Leopard!
He'll drop to throw. his man complete over the middle. It's Hudson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Leopard.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Barney. Gone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. The point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking long for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be fourth down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a first down carry by Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Lambeau following these words. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
They'll look to throw here. They set up the screen to Penny. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Leopard! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is taken at his 4. He's got daylight. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll drop to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now, a woeful 5 of 17 thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10 here.
Detroit! Detroit!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Dumps that off to Penny, his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll set up a throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Penny. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Rashad Penny, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Crosby with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those?
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Muscles him off. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking long for Thomas. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Sheldon Rankins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back now at Lambeau. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They begin with a run by Penny. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Going for the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for the Saints. 46 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator is looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He'll look to throw. A spin. That's complete right around the 8. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll look to throw. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Forced out to his left. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can work with it.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They're going to look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. For them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling
again. No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like True Goy, imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy, can get boy, you don't take these type of risks, boy, cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy, you miss, boy. Your numbers don't add up on the, that was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh, this thing of ours. Her fraternity of ringing off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turn can morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into puff. Dance contest for the, I predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to, you all get a bird. This Oprah.